A post-match press conference for the 2016 Division III Women's Volleyball Championship at the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. Joining us now is Tufts University, which just completed its quarterfinal match. From left to right are Elizabeth Ahrens, Cora Thompson, and Bridget Bell. Coach, if you could start out with some opening comments before we take questions.
Sure. I mean, first of all, a lot of credit to Southwestern. They played an incredible match, and it was a battle both ways, and congratulations to them. They're well coached and got a lot of great players over there, so best of luck to them going forward. Obviously, it wasn't the outcome that we had hoped for or wanted, but I'm incredibly proud of our team, and to go down two sets in the beginning there and battle back and force it to a fifth and be that close is heartbreaking, but at the same time very impressive for this young group, and our seniors and have done such a great job, and just really, really proud of our overall efforts. And yes, looking at these stats, I mean, you have 116 digs on both sides. It was an incredible defensive battle. We knew that's what it was going to be, and it was going to come down to ball control and execution, and certainly that's what happened, but a lot of credit to them. So they played well.
Questions?
Yeah, Cora, talk a little bit. I mean, you guys didn't have a serving error in the last three sets. I don't know if I've ever seen a college team do that. So what were you doing? Was that a tactical thing? Were you backing off? You had three service aces? I mean, were they hitting the spots? Were you just letting them go free range?
Yeah. Definitely not free range. No. We do have 7 freshmen. No, I mean, honestly, I think we were just in the zone, to be honest. We weren't telling them not to miss. We were telling them what spots to hit. We coach in a positive direction of not what not to do, but what we wanted them to do. And quite honestly, I told them in the locker room just now, I was really incredibly proud of them for sticking to our game plan, serving the targets that we wanted them to hit. And like I said, I mean, defensively, I think we just stayed really focused on bettering the ball every opportunity we got. And I think they did a great job of that. And yes, I mean, against a team like that and at this stage in the game, no matter who you're playing, I mean, limiting unforced errors is the name of it, really. And so I was really, really proud of them for that. It was just going out there and executing every single opportunity that they had. So I was really proud of them. But.
Okay, and so then you had the injury, the middle injury and stuff, and so how did your team deal with that and adjust to that?
Absolutely. I mean, there's no question that Mackenzie Human has been huge for us all year as a senior middle opposite. I mean, these two they've been the towers in the middle that have just really kind of owned it and really allowed us to open up some other parts of our game because of their presence there, both blocking offensively and defensively, really. So yeah, that was a really hard loss, but I couldn't be more proud of our team's mentality and Heather Holtz, who's a freshman who's played 11 sets out of the last 140 something and comes in and had a great game. She had a great game. So I think our team didn't panic, and that's the way we've been talking about it all year, is that we're going to mix up our lineups. People are going to be asked to step up in different roles at different times throughout the whole season. And it was just another opportunity for us to test ourselves and our depth and see, has practice really, truly paid off. And I thought Holtzy did a great job. I mean, the composure she showed out there as a rookie with very limited playing time this year, coming off the bench and stepping into Human's shoes, it was huge. It was huge, and I was incredibly proud of her. And I was proud of the team for not worrying about it and just, hey, here's our middle, let's go. And it was great. So I was really proud of them. I mean, to get that far with a middle that hasn't played all season, just really proud of her.
So Elizabeth, what's it like to play volleyball at Tufts?
Okay. I guess it's been one of the greatest honors of my life. We have a really wonderful program with a coaching staff that supports us physically, emotionally, mentally. The reason I came to Tufts is because I knew that Coach Thompson and her coaching staff wanted me there as a person and not just as a player. And that's how I felt every single day in practice, on and off the court, in the locker room, in the gym, in the weight room. We're a family, and it's been an incredible experience.
And I think just a general statement on the season overall, you went undefeated in the NESCAC, made it all the way to regionals with such a young team. Yeah. Can you just talk about your season as a whole?
Sure. I mean, and what we just said in the locker room, I'm incredibly proud of this group. Yes, with 7, whether it's 7 rookies or transfers, just anytime you have 7 new players and 8 returners, it's going to be a challenge of how quickly can we gel and do what we need to do to be successful on the court. I give a lot of credit to our captains, E and Alex Garrett, number 5, who was out there. They've just been phenomenal. I mean, they set the tone early. They made sure that our new players were comfortable and were able to understand our systems as quickly as possible, because there really isn't, especially in our conference with a little bit of a shorter preseason than the rest of the world here, we don't have a lot of time, and we really do hit the ground running. There's a lot of trial by fire and learning out there, and I told them that they've done such a great job of keeping this team steady, both emotionally and physically. It was going to be quite a challenge, but it's been great. And honestly, we've had a lot of rookies out there a lot throughout the course of the year, and I just couldn't be more proud of their efforts too. And they haven't played with fear, and I give credit to the captains for instilling that confidence in them out of the gates. They wouldn't be here if they weren't the great players that they are with the potential that they have. So I'm really just trying to make sure that everybody stays up and stays confident has been our goal the whole time, and it's not easy. The NESCAC's incredibly competitive conference. So, would I have said I saw that coming? Probably not. But again, we've just taken it point by point, and I think that's the way we've managed this group all year, is just take it point at a time. So even in that 5th set, I felt like we were completely grounded. There was no panic. We were just playing that point, that ball. And the outcome was going to be the outcome. If we gave it our best, then the outcome's the outcome. So.
And for Bridget, likewise, you know nothing but winning every single NESCAC match. You know nothing but getting into regionals. Can you reflect on your rookie season?
It's been an incredible experience. Like Coach kind of already said, the seniors and the captains have done an incredible job of including the rookies in the freshman class in pretty much everything we do. We stepped into preseason ready to take on the NESCAC, and I think we set our sights high and we never looked back, and I think that's something that was cultivated before we got here, and a legacy that's going to be left hopefully after the freshman class leaves.
You're not leaving that soon, though.
No.
I need that freshman class. That's half the team.
Could you talk a little bit about the future of your program moving forward, especially with such a young team and a lot of rookies moving forward, to the players as well as you coach?
Sure. It's incredibly exciting. And again, it's like a lot of credit to our returning players and our captains for really making sure that this young core understands what we're all about, our values, our goals, our visions, all that. So they've really done a great job of building that base. And at any given point, I looked up and there was one point I didn't turn to Kelly, my assistant. I'm like, we've got 4 freshmen and 2 sophomores out there. But they were great. They were balanced. They handled it. So the future is incredibly bright. And I'm excited for them, and to have this experience and to have a season like this just shows them what they are capable of if they can keep themselves composed physically and mentally. So I'm so honored to be the coach of this program, to be able to coach these girls and be involved in this journey that is theirs. And I always say that I get to be here, hopefully, AD forgiving, I get to be here forever as a coach, and they have 4 years, 1 season. It's such an honor to be in this position, and I'm just so lucky that I got to share this with them this year as well, and I'm proud of them. I'm absolutely 100% proud of this group, and I'm excited. The future does look bright, so yeah.
Bridget, could you speak a little bit to the future of the program?
I think Coach said a lot. I'm really excited about our freshman class, and the sophomores have done a great job. And I think that we have a bright future if we work hard in the off season, and I think we'll be back hopefully. So,
Hope so.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay, the Jumbos conclude their season with a 27-4 record. Thank you, Tufts University.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.